right. Hello, hello. It's been a while. I think the stream's up. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna kind of get right into it, to be completely honest. So, there's three main, I guess, player-based things to go over. So obviously in real life, Luis Lara got the call up. And I just don't know if I'm going to replicate that just yet. Because what we've got going is really working. I mean, Freelik's hitting way better. And at best, he'd take Weimer's spot, who is a completely inconsistent, like, bench bat. And I don't know if I just want to do that. So I think Lara, barring an injury, is going to remain off the roster. Now, just because a move happens in real life doesn't mean I'm going to replicate in this save. Obviously, the trade deadline's already passed, so I can't replicate whatever they do at the deadline in real life. But when there's internal promotions and stuff, I'm going to try and do my best to get, especially if it's someone who has never broken the major leagues, I'm going to try and do it. So, that being said, Garrett Stallings, I'm going to have to try and find a way to work him in, like, next injury replacement. Maybe I call him up for a spot start or something. But I would like to work him in at some point. Yeah, and obviously Woodruff isn't down for who knows how long in this save. So that makes the need of pitcher not as major. But, like, any of these lefties start to dip, I could see myself, sending down a DL Hall again. We already did that earlier in the event that we need a righty. Whatever happened to... Where's Logan Henderson? I thought I had him in this bullpen for a bit. Is he in AAA or is he hurt? Because we have a pretty big injury list right now. So it looks like we did send him down. I mean, we just gotta, despite all the injuries, I mean, you look at the list, it's Priester, who hasn't factored in the save at all, because we knew he was injured going in. Sproat got hurt when he was in Nashville. Zerpa obviously was hurt going into it. Really, the only big issues are Jason Adam, who we got for flipping a pending free agent in Akil Baddoo. Brian Fitzpatrick, who also was hurt, I believe, going into it. Or maybe he wasn't. I can't really remember what the timing was on that one. And then McGill's the rough one. But Abner's been better as of late. So he can assume that closer role. I don't think Ginkle has made an appearance for us. I guess Grant Anderson has options too. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because you can't really take anyone out of this rotation. Like Drowan. Yeah, he started to falter. Maybe I can swap him and Henderson at some point. I don't know. I'm going to get some music on real quick. So I think as we get ready for September, I think now is kind of a good time to take a peek at our prospects and just sort of see how things are going. Well, those are our pitchers. So, I guess let me just go AAA. Like, Lara's pushing. Pratt's hurt, obviously. Oh yeah, Pratt, that one's also kind of an issue. But, I mean, it is what it is. I kind of wish I had traded Tyler Black just to get him an opportunity to play. But, like, my day's not going to be a September call-up. He might break camp if he keeps crushing AAA like he is. But he's not going to be a September call-up regardless. If anyone's going to be like a postseason guy who gets on the roster without playing a game, it's going to be Lara because of all of this and that. But yeah, so it's looking like probably no bats that are gonna be like our September call-up sort of thing. But then we go to AA. Dylan O'Ray has been unreal. And it looks like Andrew Fisher has sort of evened out. Honestly, these ratings are pretty reflective of how I would grade him in real life, I think. But where's Farmello playing? Anyway. I mean, yeah, the thing that sucks with Adam Shevsky is he really has to hit to, like, achieve any sort of WAR output. Like, he doesn't... So, I view his bat very similar to McGonagall, where the EVs are never going to be anything crazy. Like, it's going to be average to above average, but it's not in your plus territory or anything. He just really, really does well at maximizing outputs through his angles, which McGonagall is very, very good at. Like, I view him as McGonagall light, kind of. But McGonagall can play shortstop at least a passable level. Adam Shevsky can't even play second base at, like, an acceptable level for how I want this team to be built. Like, 50s across the board, it's just... And with Terang, it's not something I'm willing to compromise on. So I view him as, like, stick him in a corner and hope he can just get by. He might be a dev lab guy where we try and just boost that defense a little bit to get that WAR floor higher. But Dinges, we know he's going to hit. We really, really want to get him to stick behind the dish. Because having the offensive upside to supplement Jefferson Caro's defensive prowess, and Jefferson Caro can hit too, but he does not have the sort of ceiling that Dinges has. With this, I mean, he has some unbelievable bat speed. I think he's like one of those 80-mile-per-hour guys. It's unbelievable. But looks like Blake Burke smashing too. Actually, where's Okay, Luke Adams is up. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to break. Brock Wilken, neither. He might be a Rule 5 guy, honestly, and I don't think I want to protect him. Honestly, I don't know how he's hitting this well, like at all. But it would be cool if Jaden Fielder can turn into anything, really. But I think it's kind of time to look at pitchers. Pitchers is kind of where our potential for impact down the stretch is, I think. So what am I looking for? I mean, Harden had his one start, and it was good. I don't really know if I view him as a sort of September guy. But let me just sort by innings. Wow. We don't have many prospects in AAA. Witrowski, his stuff just is not playing. He's only 24, but I had to send him back down to AA. I don't know. Like, is there someone who might leapfrog? Like, maybe Bishop Letson? I'm trying to see if there's this sort of... I really think it's just going to be guys returning from injury. Let's look at our decision history so far. Yeah. I mean, this one's just unfortunate because he got hurt right away, but Akubadu is never going to play for us. And then Ginkel needs time to eat because these guys are nothing. So it's kind of all dependent on what we do. Whereas these, we're at least winning pretty well in them. So overall, I'm happy with how those are turning out. But, how's Weimer been for us? I mean, he's an above average bat. Like, I understand wanting to get Lara in there. I think an off-season trade of Frelick is the move. Because then I can shift Mitchell to right where he plays up. And then I can call up... I meant to hit that. And then I can call up... Where is he? Luis Lara for a more extended look. Get his 70 center field. It's like 75 range is just really, really special. I think that's sort of the outlook with him. Obviously, injuries can change things. Like, maybe we revisit the infield experiment for him. I don't know if I see it. But let's get back to simulating. It's been, what, almost 15 minutes of exposition. So Woodruff and Hancock. We win that 5-2. Story of the game is pretty much Woodruff. I mean, Patrick, he also is a candidate for being in that sort of shuttle role, I guess. Eugenio Suarez swiping a bag. Just sort of solid offensive output. Let's see what our emails look like. Nothing too crazy. Oh, and my dogs are going crazy. Alright, everything should be sorted out now. So, Peralta and Kirby. We win that 1-0. So very well pitched for both teams. Looks like Peralta got injured. Don't love seeing that for a rental, of course. Vaughn hits his 9th. What are his stats ending up? I mean, it's still over 900, which is crazy. Jonathan Aranda gets an extension. We're just going to have to hope Peralta's injury isn't severe. Otherwise, that trade will... He really has the potential to be bad. Because it is a 3-for-1 deal. And Coleman Crow, regardless of how he performs, that's like 5 years of a controllable starter. Like a 5 guy. And like Bovey's nothing to slouch at either. I don't know. Dortche's is far off. I like him. I really wish we didn't have to part with him, but ultimately, it is what it is. You can't bake in injuries on... That's really bad. You can't bake in injuries on normal guys. It's just... That's how the cards fall, I suppose. Drowan and Wu win that 5-4. Drowan pitches okay. Spire hasn't been great with us. I mean, it's still a 3-4-8, but... And Vaughn is hurt. Only day-to-day, which is good. True and Bowers get more... Bowers is probably going to hit 30 home runs, barring any crazy circumstances. But yeah, we sweep Seattle. It's just hope. I mean, the fact that it's delayed makes me think Peralta's cooked. Harrison and Bubich bow the lefties. We win. Yeah, his season's over. So Peralta's tenure ends with 30 innings. 30 innings of a 2.87 FIP, 2.37 ERA. 0.9 WAR. Unfortunate that's how it had to play out, but that's what we got all these pitchers for, I guess. Joel Sanchez. maybe. I mean, he's gonna be an org guy, but at least it's better than a lot of the others I've seen. But man, that sucks for Peralta. Put him on the 60-day. We'll bring up. You know what? Here, we'll bring up Garrett Stallings as a mop-up guy. And then once we hit I mean, if he doesn't pitch in this game, we can use him as sort of an opener in the game against Ronaldo Lopez or against Martin Perez. And then we can DFA him and get like Henderson in, since it'd be Tyson Harden otherwise, and I don't know if I'd rather have Tyson Harden than, say, Logan Henderson. Like, I think Logan Henderson's our best bet. But Mizrowski versus Reynaldo Lopez. Actually, I don't think I even checked this game. Harrison, an okay start. Ginkel, I mean, our two deadline guys that are healthy, pick up holds and pitch scoreless frames. So you'll love to see that. What is going on with Uribe? Because he hasn't pitched. Oh, he pitched the night before and I missed it. I was going to say, because Koenig has been getting saves. But, nothing really to write home about offensively. And then in the Mizrowski game, we actually lose. He only goes 5 1/3. Gives up 2 with 9 Ks. Ginkel does another scoreless frame and 2 outs. And then Ashby and Uribe also do well. Whoa! I just saw a passing tweet. Huh. Pirates are acquiring Jacob Gonzalez and Brandon Eisert from the White Sox for the 34th pick tomorrow, and Jaden Woods. I mean, I figured Jacob Gonzalez was going to get squeezed out, but I saw him get pulled earlier during the rain delay. They were playing the Sounds game, and they're facing the Knights, so I thought he was just getting called up again. I thought someone on the White Sox had a off the field injury or something, or they tweaked something in training or something. I don't know, but clearly he got traded. Regardless. So here let me get Vaughn out of the lineup just because he's gonna play bad. I mean, what are we doing here? I guess I'll put Jet. I don't want to move Jet that much higher, but we have so many lefties because all of our righties are fatigued. I guess something like that. I mean, look at the very weird situation going on here. I don't know. But I'm going to put Garrett Stallings in to make a spot start. This is going to be basically like the Bruce Zimmerman start from last year for the Brewers, where he's just going to eat until he can't and kind of be done. So they end up putting up 12 on us. Stallings actually looks good. Albeit in sort of dubious. I guess the FIP's not terrible, but like the whip is pretty uninspiring. Jet Williams gets his first homer. I hadn't realized it took him this long. But Bowers gets his 28th. So yeah, this loss is actually on the bullpen. But Gary Sanchez is hurt. Not a big deal, thankfully. So now, I guess we don't have to DFA him, but we're sending him down. And I'm just not going to play games with, getting a whatchamacallit, a reliever in for like an extra day. I'm just going to go normal rotation. I'm just like splitting hairs at this point, whatever. Yeah, like I could call up Yoho and then send him down tomorrow, but I just, with the off day, I think it'll end up being fine. I don't think we're gonna have any real Rookie of the Year contenders. I mean, Drowan might get some down ballot stuff, but I'm not sure that's in the cards for us. But Mike Avalos, again, this one I don't see really anything in. But hold on, I gotta check the draft again, because we just kind of got like, I swear some of these guys are like impossible signings. I might have to tweak some of these settings. Maybe because we went so low in our first couple picks compared to like our draft budget, maybe we had the requisite money to sign those guys, so it just bypassed the negotiation period. I don't know. Dave Hamilton's been ice cold since coming back from injury, but oh well. Woodruff and Clay Holmes, we lose that. Not a great start from Woodruff. Ashby gives up 2. Bullpen can't be perfect every day, but we'd like to see better production than we've seen as of late. Colin Ray ended up in Detroit, I guess. How? He just got cut. Oh my god, I forgot to look at jersey numbers for all the new guys. I guess I don't have to look for Peralta anymore, but Ginkel, that's a fine enough number. Spire, see, I just don't see a reliever wearing 7. Like, let me give him I don't know what's available. He feels like a 33. I think everyone else is fine. And then we've got Weimer, we already did. Suarez, that's fine. Jet, that's fine. I feel like someone is wearing 13. Is Lara wearing 13 right now? I think Luis Lara picked up number 13. He's wearing 18. Is Cooper Pratt wearing 13? 12. I don't know what I'm thinking. Rengifo was 13. I was going to say, I knew it wasn't available at the start of the year. Okay, well, he can wear that. He's certainly playing better than Rengifo. Kodai Senga versus Drowan. Kodai Senga, wow, really bad ERA. Bowers gets his 29th. We're still losing, though, which Drowan struggles again. Bullpen rights the ship a bit. So just skipping. What is going on in this rotation right now? Okay, I think that's fixed. You know what? He's looked really good in rehab. I think I'm just gonna swap out him and DL Hall. Why is Hall listed? I don't know what's going on here. Dude, come on, man. There. So I think we send down DL Hall. We call up Zastryzny. Give him a shot. If it doesn't work out, he just gets DFA'd because he's 34 years old. But he's looked good in rehab. He can also be a, I don't know, like a mop-up guy, I guess. Yeah, Ginkel's looked really good for us. In a really small sample size, but we checked this game already, right? Yeah, I mean, you can say what you want about Drowan. You can't only put up 2 runs against that stat line. Whatever. Harrison against a former Brewer, Coleman Crow. We lose again. Crow pitches okay. Better than Harrison. I mean, what is there to say? This is not looking amazing. Like, we're still a good team, but you don't want to see stretches like this against... I guess I don't know how New York's performing here. They're still sub 500. Like, this is a team we should beat. DeGrom and Mizorowski. We eke that out. Mizorowski's starting to give up some runs as of late. He's also not going deep into games. I don't know. I'm not going to nitpick him. That's I hate seeing that for them. But Train gets a 16th and a stolen base. Nothing else real interesting there. Roberto Vialto. Maybe. So we're finally going to get to see Henderson. Versus Evaldi, we put up 10. Henderson goes 5 2/3, only giving up 2. Patrick gets a 3 1/3 inning save, which is fun. Suarez, Hamilton, and Mitchell all homer. I mean, Mitchell's stats are very far off from real life because he didn't have the... We started this before his real big heater. And, like, the stats are still in a decent place, especially for a center fielder. Oh, that's probably going to end his... No, maybe it won't end his career. I was expecting, I guess, a longer timeline when I see rotator cuff. But, Woodruff and Latz. They've got Latz as a starter. Curious how many games he's actually started. Looks like this is probably... He was tagged as a starter in, like, the database import or whatever. And, they probably just have him in the rotation from the start of the simulation. Because he most definitely is a reliever in real life. We lose 1-2. Don't love that. Woodruff gives up both those runs. Filippo Turi hitting well. I mean, that's unfortunate. Wow, we're tumbling down the power rankings. I mean, yeah, Crow's just racking up WAR. I mean, that's going to be a trade that is not going to look great on us just because of this injury. Damn. Drone and Boyd. I'm probably going to try and just get through this regular season, honestly. If my stamina can keep me going. Otherwise, if I get too tired, I'll probably have to break it up. But player dev report and roster expansion. JT Chargois. Okay. I guess. Here, let me look at this. I mean, I don't really have any interest in him, but this is our second round pick. So it looks like I don't really know why that's dropping. I think he's probably, yeah, he's kind of like a Frelick defensive build. I mean, we're gonna give him reps. I don't know why he's in Biloxi. Oh my god. No. We're gonna give him reps to sort of build up. Another draft pick is our 4th rounder. So I don't know what defensive issue is causing that. We picked him because we liked like the sort of org depth floor that he has. But with all these, I mean, contact went down in both departments. That's not a great sign. I mean, I'm not thrilled that second base is what's getting increased because I don't have any plans at playing him at second. And the offensive stats going down is not great. But we lose in 10 to the Cubs, 3-4. Uribe finally gets in the game, blows the save. I don't know what to do with this guy, man. I mean, Spire and Ginkel have been perfect since we traded for him. I think at this point, Koenig's the closer. Uribe goes to a stopper, I guess. I can't. I can't deal with it. We're just sort of biding time until McGill is back, which is soon, thankfully. Pratt will be back soon as well. That'll be nice. It is roster expansion day. I'm looking at Craig Yoho, get another righty in there. And then, what do we want to do here? Now we could go Ortiz. He's barely even hitting in AAA though. We don't have a 40-man spot open. How's Fitzgerald doing in Nashville? Do we really even need a utility guy though? Like, what sort of bat would we be looking for? Like, Hamilton kind of already plays that for us, and Pratt's coming back anyways. Maybe we just do double barrel relievers. So who's performing? I think we do. I'm fine doing this. Call up Fireisen to get another righty that we aren't afraid of losing, because we're just going to DFA once McGill's back. And that's the plan. So Fireisen, I mean, I guess middle, mop up, Yoho. I'm fine just immediately sticking in leverage. And then, yeah, so McGill will come back. Pratt, we might send down Hamilton just because he's been poor. Or maybe Jet, he's kind of coming down to earth. Like, Suarez's numbers with us are way better. We could always we might just put Pratt in Nashville, honestly, because he hasn't performed great. Although he is better defensively than Hamilton is at short. Regardless, Kyle Harrison and Ben Brown. Harrison is not... Okay, he just ran up the pitch count early. Yoho gets a save. And Uribe, 2 walks, but I don't know, man. Mitchell and Vaughn get homers. Moderate. You know, we're at the point in the season, it's not punting, but it is, like, does it really hurt to give him a breather? I think we're fine with that. Just get right, and then we'll call up... Where is he? Call up Joey in the meantime. He can fill in. I think I prefer seeing him than Pratt at this point as well. So yeah, I think we're good with this. So we got Mizurowski versus Imanaga. And he's out for 2 weeks. Okay. I'm glad it's not longer. That was very alarming. I'm glad I saw 2 weeks before I saw anything else regarding injury. I did not mean to hit that. That's not even the right game. Okay, we lose 2-1. He gets taken out early. Zastryzny's able to pick up the bulk. And then Ashby. I just want them to chuck Fireisen out there already. Maybe we have him as an opener or something, so we can make use of that. But we're obviously going to put him on the injured list. Now who can slot into that role? Stop trying to make him... We just have too many arms. Who can slot in the rotation for us? Do I call up a Gasser maybe? Like, I guess Harden could be it. I think I'm just going to go with Gasser. Luis Campusano extension. Okay. So I'm going to help out Gasser a little bit. In theory. I'll try and do an opener. It's also kind of punting against a rival, but whatever. They called up Jonathan Long. Hamilton, it's a homer, I assume. All right, we get Gasser warming up. Let's see if he can get out of it. He should be able to. So we get 2 solid innings from Fireisen. We put up a 3 spot, put in Gasser, and we sim the rest of the game. We win 9-1. Gasser goes 6 scoreless. I think that worked out really well. So now that coincides with McGill. We give the hometown kid, Fireisen, another shot with the team. We knew it wasn't going to last long, but he demonstrated value for the team. I mean, he was still a 6.24 FIP, but I guess we didn't have to DFA. So we've got our closer back. We slot Koenig in a stopper role as well. Chris Middleton. Is Stalling cleared waivers? Yeah, we'll keep him in the org. So Carmen Majinski and Logan Henderson. I forgot he got traded in division. He goes 8 scoreless. Damn. Henderson's just okay. Offense doesn't do anything. We got 2 hit. I mean, not much you can do there. Looks like Coleman Crow sort of equalizing now, which is nice. I mean, we're going to lose that in the long run, but just trying to minimize the gulf, I guess. Woodruff and Burns. We lose that 3-4. Koenig gives up a run. Woodruff. I mean, we're getting good starts. Like, you can. I mean, Uribe walks 3. I guess across 2. But it's still not a great line. Yelich is just barely hovering above league average. Oh, not Waskar and Noah. Chris Bryant gets released. He hit good. He's just hurt. I really feel for the guy. Like, I like Chris Bryant. If he wasn't a Cub, I would have liked him more as a kid, but it's just a coincidence if Phoebe Bridgers is on. I guess I did choose this playlist, but I didn't actively stick it in the queue. I want to get to the 100. I want to break the single season record for the Brewers. Like, I'm trying to do the math on how many games are left in the season. we've got a shot if we play well. I guess this was in 11 innings, so you kind of those go either way, but offense needs to do a bit better. Like, we're not supposed to be in tight games with the Reds. Shane Drone and Nick Lodolo. Ugh. 9-3. So Drone pitches okay. Spire's been unbelievable for us. And McGill returns, doesn't get a save because there's too many runs. Suarez hits a home run. Mitchell hits a home run. Terang hits a home run. Contreras hits a home run. Weimer hits his first home run of the season for us. And Vaughn hits a homer. Just a barrage. Yeah, what's our win pace? They've got us at 112, right? Is this not win projections? I don't think so. All right. Fire icing can stick in the org. What do I do with Suarez? Do I try to keep him fresh? What was his He's minimal. Like Jet, we put on the injured because it's moderate. I think that is true. Harrison and Imanaga lose that 3-2. Hate that. We keep losing games to the Cubs. Koenig cannot stop giving up runs to the Cubs, man. Vaughn hits his 12th. Wait, did Lodolo get hurt in this start? Oh, him and Suarez. Gasser gets his first actual start since being recalled. I assume he picks up a win. Yeah. He goes 6. Damn. Robert Gasser. Have yourself a stretch. Jake Bauers hits his 30th. I mean, what a season. Terang did it. We're getting a lot of day-to-day injuries and it's scaring me. All of our draft picks are signed. So we got Henderson and Justin Steele. I think Justin Steele is supposed to return this year from injury. So we lose 2-4, so we lose the series. Henderson has a good start. McGill blows it. Yeah, I'm not even affiliated, bud. Suarez hits his 9th. I mean, what are his stats since? It's not that crazy. The K rate is dropping, though. Oh, wow. I wanted to trade for him. He got traded before, like way before the deadline, though. I guess Logan Gilbert is one of the ones I would extend if I were Seattle. Like, I think at this current spot, I mean, everyone's gonna say Luis Castillo's the worst pitcher in that rotation. But like, of the actual 5, I would say Kirby. It's probably the one I'm lowest on, I guess. I think Gilbert's just the most reliable. Like, Wu has his up and down like moments. Same thing with Kirby, but I guess Gilbert's he's kind of been like just consistently good, maybe without the super high highs like the others. I mean, he's never been a sub 3 guy, but he doesn't really have to be. If you're consistently low threes, that's perfectly fine. I'm curious how Ortiz has been. Can I split things out? Okay. He's not been good since getting recalled. I might just send him down for Pratt soon, honestly. Woodruff and Burns. We do get that win. We clinch the division on the same day as the Dodgers clinching the playoffs. Woodruff goes 7, 1 earned. Koenig goes 1 and 2/3, and then Uribe gets a 1 out save. Odd. Terrain gets a 2 homer day, both off Chase Burns actually, and back-to-back at bats. So Jet Williams can come back. I guess that, I mean, Ortiz, or do I have to send down Ortiz. I mean, that's just what has to happen. So now we go against righties. We have Hamilton at short, and then Jet is like the main backup. I guess he can back up at second as well. And then against lefties, we have him start at short. But we're 7 wins away from breaking the franchise record. We're getting really close to triple digits. That's what I'm tracking right now. So Drowan and Singer, we win that 4-1. Drowan goes 6, giving up 1. Uribe, Yoho, McGill, all of scoreless outings. Bowers hits his 31st. Contreras his 17th. Oh, God. Yankees just got gutted because Judge and Grisham are both basically out for that first round for sure. That kind of kills their chances, really. I mean, I guess the American League is ass, so they might still make it in time for one of them to come back. Grisham's out for good, though. But we got Harrison and Hunter Green. We actually end up winning that 3-2 in 10. Harrison's the only one who gives up the runs. Ashby, Koenig, and Yoho. Yoho's been unreal since getting called up. And we just get a bunch of singles. Odd. Lots of emails. Dylan O'Ray is mashing. I see. It's all we're going to have so many emails now. Jason Adam. Who do I even send down? Like, even Abner is starting to right this ship. I guess I can just send Grant, because he's probably not even going to make the postseason roster. He's got an option. Put him in setup. Put Ashby in like a middle relief bulk role again. Because I do want to see him get used more. We actually kind of get to see what Jason Adam will be able to bring. But like Trinan retires. Good riddance. John Gray and Robert Gasser. We end up losing that 8-10. Not ideal. Gasser gets blown up and then hurt. Zastrizny gets blown up. Adam gets blown up. Not great. Chet Patrick also got hurt, but he'll be fine. Jesus. Suarez, Churio, Mitchell, Bowers, another. Bowers is. He's gonna get MVP votes. And Casey Mize is hurt too. I mean, the Yankees are just getting pulverized with injury. I have to assume Gasser's going to be out sort of long term. He wasn't going to be in the playoff rotation anyways, though. So, Gonsolin and Henderson. We win that 5-0. Henderson goes 6. Spire, Ginkel, McGill all get scoreless outings. McGill with a 1-out save. Churio with 2 homers. Still no update on Gasser. Skeens and Woodruff. Yeah, so he's done for the year. Feel free to ask the question. Oh no, not Ethan Small. Oh no. I don't want to see him get pushed back. But, baseball themed name for a dog. There's a couple, I think. The first one that jumps to my mind is skipper, because that's a term for like a manager. And that's sort of like an old-timey name that I could see used for a dog. Oh, Wrigley. I guess stadium names. Like Camden, if you're an Orioles fan, wouldn't be too bad. Oracle for Giants fans is kind of weird, I suppose. I mean, the Brewers used to have a team dog named Hank. I believe it was after Henry Aaron. I think I'm going to call up. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe we go Harden. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I would name a human Wrigley. We'll give Carlos Rodriguez an opportunity again. He's probably a non-tender. Actually, I don't think he's ARB eligible, but Brewers might have one of the least aesthetically pleasing stadium names. Like, I guess calling it the AmFam makes it a little bit better, but not by much. Do we look at this game? I actually have no idea. Maybe. Well, shit went bad. I think that's the easiest way to sum that up. Rodriguez and Povich. We win that 7-4 instead of our 4-7 loss. Rodriguez doesn't pitch good, but he's holding us over until Miz is back, so it is what it is. Hamilton homers, Williams homers. Did our DSL team won a title? Who's all on this DSL roster? Oh, so this is as Frontado, Monies. In game, he's not great, but I feel like I remember him being like a big deal or an actual deal in real life. Moises Polanco's hit so well that he's getting added to the short list. I mean, I just kept getting emails about him. Brewers legend Payams gets released. I think I'm just gonna send down Rodriguez right away. Call up a reliever. Get Kopech. And then we can just slot Patrick back in the rotation, honestly, to hold us over. No, you're fine. Gives me something to actually talk about instead of just saying the names that show up on screen that people can read. Kyle Nicholas as a starter. I hope they're using him as an opener because this is like a very bad idea. But he takes on Drowan. We win that 7-3. Drowan goes 5 1/3. Kopech doesn't look good. He probably just gets DFA'd right away. I mean, I'm the only one who watches my VODs anyway, so it doesn't matter that chat isn't available. Yelich and Sanchez homer. So yeah, I'm gonna DFA Kopech. I mean, I probably would have kept him if he pitched well. But we're just gonna be cycling through guys, honestly. Like, you know what, Mark Manfredi, I actually do kind of like in real life as a potential option. I think Zastryzny's going to be a non-tender. Or he might just be an expiring contract, honestly. I don't even know. Regardless, we are 1 win away from tying the franchise record, I believe. Let me just double check. It was last year. I feel like I would remember it, considering it's my team. Yeah, 97. So we'll see. Levi Wells and Kyle Harrison. We win that 13-3. Kyle Harrison goes 5 2/3. Manfredi goes 3 1/3. Wow. Good on him. Yelich and Suarez get homers. Anything of note here? Varsho, probably like a top 5 bat in the free agent class, signs an extension. This is looking like a real bad free agent class. I mean, Manfredi pitched well, but I think I just have to send him down. Just get a fresher arm. I don't really have the 40-man space to do that, though, so I'll just keep him there. I completely forgot Verlander got traded in this universe. Is that Eggy Rosario? It is. I did not realize he was a third baseman. Christopher Sanchez versus Logan Henderson. Kind of like polar opposites in the sense that Henderson's a 5-and-dive guy. We end up winning it, though. 4-2. Henderson goes 6. Uribe and Koenig go scoreless. We don't really put up anything on Sanchez, though. Jet Williams, Churio, Andrew Vaughn with homers. Alex Morales. See, this is an actual player, though. I think I like him best. If he adds a pitch, he could be a legit piece. Like, I don't know. Nah, that'll never happen. The music is too ass for people to stick around. But I think it's good. Did I call up Trevor Stephan? Maybe I give him a shot. I don't want to DFA someone, though. I'll just scam it. Oh, yes. So anyone who's not on the 60 that can get put on the 60. Nah. We'll just leave it the way it is. Let's see if we can get our... Oh, we already did. Never mind. I didn't even do any fanfare, but we've officially broken the franchise record for wins. Let's push for triple digits. Verlander's actually pitched well. He didn't get the honorary all-star like he did in real life in this save, but since going to Philly, he's been good. I love JV, though, so Patrick versus Verlander. Patrick re-entering the rotation for the first time in a while. Blake Holub retires. This is similar to the Russ Smith one, where it's like I kind of get it, like just stagnation, but damn, it's kind of sucks. Like Cade Gibson retiring. Mizrowski can be back. Fuck. We lose 0-1. Patrick does a good start, but the one run is a difference. We get shut down by Verlander. We can't afford a bad terrain injury. That's brutal. So we send down Manfredi, bring back Mizrowski. Patrick goes back into the rotation. He's going to be down for a while, but it is what it is. Let me reorder this. We've got a lot of rested guys just because of our spot starts. I'm fine with that. Probably something like this. But we got Miz back versus Trevor Rogers. We win 4-1. That's horrible, horrible news. That ends his season. Now our options are like Pratt. I can't. Oh, but I really want to. That would be really fun. I think I gotta play this responsibly, though. So we bring in Hamilton. Williams at short. Fitzgerald is like our new Hamilton, basically. And then against lefties, Fitzgerald starts. Damn. That's what I get for laughing at the Yankees injuries. Ramon Laureano gets released. They couldn't just hold on a little bit longer to a major league average bat. Okay. So this would be triple digits if we manage to beat Richard Fitz. We were not able to do so. Woodruff has a bad start. Bullpen holds it down. Adams recovering from his terrible first appearance since coming back from injury. Suarez hits another homer. Ellie De La Cruz gets the extension. How many games do we have left on the season? We have 2. We have 2 opportunities to get to 100. Kyle Harrison and Cade Winquist. We win that. We get to 100. I thought about saying Homer as like one of the dog names, but I figured that was too Simpsons coded. But we win 2-1. Really just good pitching all around. Looks like a late push, considering Spiker got the win, and he's the last listed pitcher. Yeah, we walk it off after being scoreless. Joey Weimer was the... Yeah, Joey Weimer hit the walk-off. So last game of the season, Shane Drowan and Michael McGreevy. And we win 3-0. So we end up with 101 wins. That's a franchise record. Mizrowski gets the ERA crown. I'm going to go over season stats before ending, but I'm not going to simulate any further. I guess I could simulate to the point where we would play games, I suppose. But let's see. How did we end up winning this game? I mean, just good pitching. Yeah, just good pitching. So, our trades. Jason Adam ended up being a bust. Um, he's a free agent. He's gonna walk. It is what it is. I like the process. Just didn't end up working out. He got hurt. Never got a chance to really recover from that one blow up performance. And Badu was never gonna play for us, so can't be mad at that. This trade again. Peralta was dealing with us. Just unfortunate he had to get hurt. Not much you can do about that. But hoping these guys don't ever amount to too much. Otherwise, this could be just based on 3 versus 1 and the years of control. It could be bad in the war department. Eugenio Suarez was a resounding success. I mean, same here. Eddie's Leonard was terrible for them. Gabe Spire was a really good reliever for us down the stretch. Probably going to try and flip him in the off season, but I might just keep him. And then, I mean, I only made this trade really to pick up Johnny Farmello. So the fact that Spire was that good is just house money. And then Joey Weimer, only worth 0.3 WAR, but he was a bench bat. It is what it is. Probably non-tendering Perkins, because I think Weimer's a year back in terms of like our progression, just because of service time stuff in 2024. Because Perkins played that full season and Weimer was pretty much in AAA all year. But the guys we traded were just so bad for them. That's a resounding success as well. But Ginkel ended up just being fine. He's never gotten to many games. He never gave up a run. But a 1.7 FIP or WHIP is not anything to write home about. So, if I were to go to, I think here is where I want to find what I'm looking for. Yeah. So, in terms of WAR, only Matos, Tyler Fitzgerald was a very end of the year call up. Perkins, Greg Jones, and Renifo are only negative players. Ortiz teetered on the edge. Carroll got into 1 game. And then in terms of our best players, Contreras ended up going 4.6 WAR. I guess I can just go down the line. So Contreras, nothing too crazy out of the norm. Matches his home run total from last year, drops the K rate, but the walk rate also goes down as well. But ultimately, more batted balls in play means batting average goes up, while the OBP roughly stays the same. So just that extra slug from I don't know what how he got extra slug, considering home run total is the same, and I guess he played in less games for some reason. I didn't realize just how many games he missed, because he never got hurt. Odd. Oh my god, I can't even scroll down. You know what? Who cares about? Let's just care about the active roster, and then we could look at special cases like Terang afterwards. So Churio. I mean, it's a career season in both rate stats. Home runs actually slightly dipped down. Same thing with stolen bases, but the overall profile is improved. Also, fewer games. Oh, wait, he was actually injured. Okay, that makes sense. Bowers, I mean, what a year. He's going to walk. I can't afford to give him a contract unless he's looking for something super cheap. That's probably a Luke Adams or a Tyler Black fill in, but what a year to end off on. 32 homers, 3.3 win. I mean, it's a great season. Mitchell, I mean, again, he didn't get the hot streak that he had in real life because this save was started before that. But you can't scoff at a 3.2 WAR season. Yeah, really, really thrilled with that. Vaughn was unbelievable. I guess he's like our everyday first baseman next year. And then we'll just have one of those younger guys supplement, probably Tyler Black, because he needs a shot, unless he gets traded. Gary's actually up next in WAR with 1.8, because I hadn't realized how good he's been. But yeah, really good backup catcher. He's going to go just because we got to get Caro in, but this return to the franchise worked out really well. Yelich was disappointing, but was not a bad player. It is a career low in both of the like rate adjusted stats, but ultimately he got 18 homers. Like, it is what it is. He's aging. We understand that. Weimer, on the season as a whole, numbers look better, but with just us, he was a fine fourth outfielder. Hamilton, I mean, here we're getting into just like, these are nice complementary pieces. Jet Williams came up and was really good. Stolen bases were a problem, and that tanks his WAR even more so, but he's also still learning third. So his WAR actually should be probably higher if it weren't for those two aspects of his game. But yeah, really satisfied with how he performed down the stretch. Frelick managed to rebound quite a bit. Still a disappointing year on the whole, I'd say, but like, he managed to salvage. Eugenio Suarez was a great pickup. We already talked about that. Like, he's actually our lowest in WAR on the active roster in 0.9, which is kind of crazy. But then we look at pitching. I mean, Mizrowski was insane. Harrison was obviously good. I'll just go sort by innings. Like, this is basically a rotation, I guess if you count Patrick. And, I mean, you look at the FIPS, only one's over 4. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, on the whole staff, there's not a single, like, mid-4s FIP. Like, we were talking about how disappointing Jason Adam was. I guess these are season-long stats. So for us, that is not the right guy. For us, his FIP was a 1.32. He just got unlucky. like a 444 BABIP. Again, if he hadn't gotten hurt, he would have had opportunity to have that sort of level out, but it is what it is. Henderson put up 2.2 WAR in just 15 games, which is damn good. Would love to see him get triple-digit innings at some point, because he's never done it in his career. Koenig was unbelievable since returning from injury, and we were like playing the rehab game because he was bad in his first rehab. I want to say I remembered like putting him back on the injured list or something. Okay, maybe I didn't. I know I did that for Lockridge, but we were like down to the wire for his rehab before calling him up, and he had a 4.91. Yeah, he just performed. You love to see that. But let me get to sort of the injured guys. Or I guess I can just do it from here. So Gasser got hurt. He ended up being a negative player, but down the stretch he was really good for us. You can see here in August and September he really settled in. If he hadn't gotten hurt, he would definitely have better numbers. Peralta, again, super disappointing he had to get hurt. Sproat, we want to see better things for next year. But then Terang is the big one. He did finally get his all-star, unlike real life. But, I mean, numbers are actually worse than last season, which is kind of funny. I want to see him get the stolen base numbers up again. I might have to tweak the strategy a bit. But, yeah. Ultimately, unbelievable season. So now, I think I got to set up the postseason roster. I guess I can work with that. So our staff is probably gonna go 4-man with Drowan as like a long man with Patrick. I think I like this. And then set up these depth charts. I have nothing to say to that. That's just a really well-constructed joke. I guess a Jet. Yeah, Jet has to be backup second baseman. Our depth is running a bit thin in the infield, though. And then Hamilton's going to have to start against lefties, as much as that kind of scares me. But I guess that works. So the only other options... Like, is there a pitcher I would send down? I don't think so. For now, I'm fine. Pratt is interesting just because it gives us better options for like infield play if something goes awry, but okay, I'm gonna want to navigate to Is it here? No. Where do I, playoff coverage? Where is up? Yeah, playoff tree. All right. So we're gonna face the winner of the Padres Braves series, which is honestly scary because both those teams are good. I guess I'd rather see Padres probably. I'd definitely rather see Padres, but Braves are really hurt. Sale's probably gonna return though. So we'll see how this goes. Braves take game 1. You can see the rest of the results if you care about any of that. Rangers advance, Blue Jays advance, Braves advance, Phillies advance. 3 sweeps in that selection. I forgot about Cody Ponce because he blew out his leg or whatever earlier. I'm annoyed that it's only going to show my record for that instead of the season-long stuff, but it is what it is. Jason Foley. Is he a starter for them? Okay, they're just listing him as an opener. Okay, so they do have Schwellenbach back. Kevin Kuzminov finally retired. What? Yeah, I don't know what the whole deal with that is. Maybe he's like a minor league coach and the import just sort of added him to the roster by accident or something. Yeah, I can't play through the playoffs. I was thinking maybe I just do it. I don't have the time to do that. So I think that's where I leave it off. Yeah. We're gonna hope. I guess we can preview our opponent. So right now they're running out Schwellenbach, Bubic, Strider, Perez. Not a phenomenal rotation, but they should get Sale back. And then their bullpen is very good though. So we kind of want to score early so we don't have to face any of these lefties or Suarez. I was thinking like Terrain getting hurt takes out another lefty in our lineup, which is okay, but like you obviously would rather have Terrain than not have him. But the actual lineup again is scary, to say the least. They're playing Dubon over Ozzy Albies, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it. Good stream. Yeah, I'm stoked we got the franchise record and we managed to crack triple digits, like, and we got the bye. Obviously the bye is lovely. But yeah, that's it for this stream.